Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss the term sentimentalism. Introduction. Sentimentalism is a term that has evolved over time to become pejorative, indicating what is seen as an excessive display of emotion, particularly an overindulgence in tender emotions like pathos and sympathy. However, the judgment of what constitutes emotional excess is subjective and influenced by historical changes in culture and literary trends. What might be considered a normal expression of humane feeling to one generation could be viewed as sentimental by later readers. This video explores the evolving perception of sentimentalism in literature, its historical context, and the criteria used to distinguish sentimental works from non-sentimental ones. Historical context. 18th century sensibility. In the 18th century, the literature of sensibility promoted the virtues of benevolence, sympathy, and emotional responsiveness. Such sentiments were valued as a reaction against Stoicism and the idea of innate human selfishness. The drama and novels of sensibility depicted characters experiencing intense emotional tribulations, and scenes of pathos were celebrated. However, as literary tastes changed, the excessive display of emotions in sentimental literature began to be criticized. Changing literary tastes. The new critics of the 1930s and later periods sought an ironic counterpoise to intense feeling in poetry. They found Shelley's Epipsychidion, with its passionate expression of love, sentimental. The shift in literary criticism and the desire for a more restrained and sophisticated emotional expression led to the disparagement of sentimental works. Victorian novels and dramas, with their poignant death scenes, especially those involving children, were once seen as moving and touching. However, with changing sensibilities, these scenes are now often considered ludicrously sentimental. Modern readers may respond with jeers rather than tears to such passages. The distinction between sentimental and non-sentimental. The distinction between sentimental and non-sentimental works lies not merely in the intensity or type of emotions portrayed, but in the manner of their representation. Sentimental works tend to rely on commonplaces and cliches, using predictable and formulaic language to convey emotions. In contrast, non-sentimental works present emotions in fresh and original ways, using vivid and evocative language that sharply realizes the details of representation. It is essential to recognize that sentimentality, like many other literary judgments, is influenced by subjective and cultural factors. What may be considered sentimental in one era might be appreciated for its emotional depth and authenticity in another. The assessment of sentimentalism should be approached with a nuanced understanding of the historical and cultural context in which the work was created and received. Conclusion. In conclusion, sentimentalism in literature has undergone a transformation from being valued in the literature of sensibility to being pejoratively labeled as an excess of emotion. The changing attitudes towards sentimentalism demonstrate the dynamic nature of literary tastes and the subjectivity of literary judgments. The distinction between sentimental and non-sentimental works lies not solely in the intensity of emotions, but in the manner of their representation. A nuanced understanding of sentimentalism is essential to appreciate the complex interplay of emotions and literary expression across different eras. So this was the discussion on the term sentimentalism. We will meet in the next video and discuss some other term. Until then, goodbye and thank you. Hello everyone. Welcome to this series on literary terms and literary theory. If you want to study the notes and MCQs related to this term, you can click the link given in the description. We are also going to start our online and offline classes for UGC NET for English literature very soon. So stay connected with us.